Ali, obviously this is an exciting weekend for you guys, but does it make it even more exciting knowing that, just last year around this time, you didn't know if you'd ever play softball again. You're here back again with a chance to play in a regional and hopefully a super regional as well.
Yes, it's even that more exciting knowing that last year I wasn't able to do this. It's I kind of forget that we even had like a season last year because it feels so long ago. So the fact that we're able to make it to a postseason right now and half the girls on this team haven't done that yet, which is crazy. It's really exciting. It's really exciting.
I guess I'll guess I'll ask another question. Just we talked just how do you keep this? How do you help the girls that haven't played in a game like this before? You're obviously one of the veterans. How do you keep it to where they don't think that this moment and this stage is too big? Does it help being at home also?
Yeah, I think being at home will definitely help with that, especially having fans with your colors on. Maybe hopefully not screaming at you will make it a little bit less of a pressure situation. But I just try and tell them it's a game. It's still just a game like we've played all throughout the season, our 50 however many games. It's the same thing. Making it too big it'll just crutch us. So just making sure that they all know that this is just another game and we have to play just like LSU has played all season and play LSU softball, and that'll get us to the next game.
Aliyah, Coach mentioned that y'all say can't beat crazy. What does that mean to you?
That just means that we're like unstoppable when we're our crazy selves. So when we're like passive and we're not, being LSU, we're just kind of like worried about the next pitch. We're worried about so much in a game, and we're not having fun. That's not LSU. Like we're LSU when we're crazy, when we have things on our head, when we're calling Judy, like we're doing crazy stuff. Like if the camera doesn't pan to the dugout and we don't look crazy, that's a problem. So can't be crazy just means really just LSU softball and being loud, being fun, pulling for each other at all times, and just having fun.
Aliyah, can you just talk about the challenge, at least for Friday, that you will face? When they tarp the infield, they don't tarp the outfield, and what's going to be like to play in those conditions, at least for Friday. You're someone that gets great jumps, and those things. It could be a little bit different for you tomorrow.
Yeah, playing it on wet grass isn't always the funnest, but we have been prepared for it. We live in Louisiana. It rains and we have practiced in the rain. We've practiced on wet grass before. So before we go out there, we make sure to remind everybody like the ball's wet, to bury it. We say bury the ball, which means like make sure that when you throw, you're not just kind of letting it go because it's going to really let go because it's wet. So make sure to give the infielders a chance, at least like throw it in the dirt if you need to. And just to check your surroundings, make sure that you know what's going on. So it's one of those things that we can't control, so we just try and control the controllables and play the best that we can.
Anything else for Leah?
Aliyah, you guys are playing McNeese, obviously a team that you started off the year with. How have you seen this team grow over that time? You guys obviously had a ridiculous schedule this year. What kind of growth have you seen out of this team, and how much do you think that, I guess, that back against the wall, kind of working hard, going against a crazy schedule is going to help you guys heading into games that really, really matter?
I think playing teams, like we have faced the best of the best hitters. We have faced the best of the best pitchers. We have faced the best of the best teams, period. So like we shouldn't be surprised, when we see it in postseason. It's something that we've seen before. So having that experience is definitely going to help, especially our younger players. They know what to expect now, we've played them. So hopefully that'll make the game seem a little bit more easier or just not as big because we have played in big games before.
Leo, I was looking at the roster, and I think there's 4 of you that were on the 2017
team that went to the World Series the last time you guys were there. Does that seem like yesterday? Does that seem like a long time ago? I mean, now that your career is, you're in your last year here. How's that feel?
It feels like a long time ago. I felt like when me talking about it, I like forget. It feels like a long time ago, but then at the same time, it feels like only a couple years ago in a way. Like I'll talk about it with some of my younger teammates, and I'm like, "Oh, you weren't here, duh," like But I think about it like it was just a couple years ago, which it kind of was. But so it would be great to be able to go this year, to have a fresh mind about it.
I see AJ is still in the stands, still watching you very intently. After all these years, what's that relationship still like? Do you talk after the game? Does she give you suggestions? Is it a competitive thing? What is it?
Well, she's like my best friend and my sister, so she's gonna be there for me, and if I have questions, she's gonna answer them, of course. She's always there for me, and she has been there for me for the past 5 years, and she gives the best advice when I need it. Sometimes I don't always go to her, I'll go to a coach, but I love having a sister that knows the game, knows me and how I react to things, and she gives great advice and is always there for me.
I think you made that recent comment, 9 years of Andrews in the outfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you and your family?
It means a lot, and it's like, it's gonna be really weird to feel like we're not there. It's been a part of us for so long, and it's been before AJ was there. Like it's been when she committed there, which is like her junior year of high school or something. So like years before with Coach G, like that's how much we've known LSU and how much we've known LSU softball. So it's gonna be weird not having one of us out there, not having one of us in the program. But I think we've done our time, and it's been a good time. So,
Aliyah, real quick, I don't know if we've talked to you since it happened, but you obviously got drafted. What was that kind of like, that process like for you, and how excited are you to have gotten drafted, and how cool is that, especially where you got picked as well?
that was really cool. Still probably one of the coolest moments I have ever experienced. I just, like with softball right now, it's kind of up in the air with the pro league. We didn't know what was going on or if they were going to be able to have it, things like that. So to be able to get drafted, especially since I didn't even know I was like up for it until 2 days before. So like to know that people were talking about it and picked me as one of the 12 seniors meant a lot. And it was so cool to have my teammates, my coaches, and everybody with me. And it was a really cool moment.
Okay, thanks, Aliyah.